So good morning, everybody. I hope you all had a really good weekend. Did you see the moon last night? It's almost full, not quite. It's going to be a full moon today. 6:48, you should have a look at it. It's spectacular. And yesterday in the sky, I could see a full bright red orange sun going down in the sky and what looks like a full moon in the sky at the same time. So it's quite spectacular. Have a look. And if you're able to take a photograph, please do and send it in. We start with some photos of the week. And look at this. This was in London yesterday, alongside the Thames at Fulham Palace. Those are camellias in full bloom. So they think that it's spring. And that was lovely, really beautiful blue sky yesterday. So everyone was enjoying that. And Mrs. Chapley, this is the sun rising over the beach on Saturday morning when she went out for her run. So that was beautiful. I really love the reflection in the water. Thank you for sending that in. And Elizabeth, I thought this was atmospheric, had a touch of the Northern Lights, Elizabeth. So in upper 3, she sent in this sunset, very lovely. So at the moment, the skies, particularly with that high pressure, which is going to sit over the UK, I think, for at least a week, you're going to get some super shots. So please make the most of that. We have one of Mudderford Beach. If that weren't so cold, that could be a summer's day, but lovely, crisp, sharp light. So thank you, Mrs. Chapley, for that one. And then someone went bird watching and saw the heron. I really like the reflection, actually, of this. So thank you for sending that one in. Now, someone sent me this polar bear and said, it looks as if it's waving, Mrs. Holloway, saying hello. And it does indeed. I know you should keep your distance from polar bears, but definitely. So thank you for sending that in. And then the last one that got sent to me, these are 2 baby goats in their coats, goats in coats, on the ice, quite colourful. So thank you very much for those contributions to the photographs this week. Now, last week I was reading an article and it looked at the role of head teachers during the pandemic. And the person writing about it said it was quite a challenge for head teachers because during COVID-19, we've been trying to be the anchor to the school. So keep the school on a steady path, like anchoring the ship in a storm, keeping everybody going and keeping that sort of base, grounding everyone. But at the same time, role of a head teacher is supposed to be that of a kite, really, flying high, inspiring people, giving them aspirations, ideas, vision. And the person writing the article said it's been quite a dilemma for head teachers over the last 2.5 years, trying to align these 2 roles and ensure that everybody feels secure, they have a sense of purpose and they're grounded, while still retaining an element of vision and dynamism. And I was thinking about this and trying to ensure right the way through that as head teacher, I've maintained that balance between the 2 and that still there has been dynamism and the opportunity to be creative right the way through. Even when we were in lockdown, we were physically apart, we were in our own homes, that spark has been fostered and encouraged. And I have been talking with Abby Grindy. She is in our 6th form and she's going to take on the role of editor of the school magazine. And she was saying to me that she felt that actually the title Think Big should perhaps have a slightly different slant because of the circumstances that we have been through. So I'm going to invite her now to talk to you about the school magazine, tell you a bit more about it, and she's going to tell you how you can get involved. So I'm going to hand over to Abby now.
Hi everyone, my name is Abby and I'm in lower 6. Today Mrs. Holloway has asked me to launch the Thinking Bigger magazine. This will be a printed publication celebrating the achievements of Talbot Heath over the last few years and how as a school we have overcome the barriers of COVID-19, built the STEAM Hub and still managed to persevere through such a difficult time. It will also be published to the general public following the previous magazines during Miss Holloway's time as head, Inspire, celebrating 125 years of Talbot Heath, and The Time Traveller. The most special thing about the magazine is that it will be almost entirely created by the pupils of the school, from junior school through to sixth form. As editor, I will be working closely with talented writers, illustrators, and teachers to contribute to making a publication that embodies everything the school stands for: thinking big and being resilient in hard times. It will celebrate all interests and subject areas, combining school history with interviews and charity achievements. It will also be a great opportunity for young writers and artists to collaborate together, and for any pupil who has made any significant achievements in any subject area in the last 3 years, despite what has happened in the world, to celebrate what they have done. In the near future, I will be sending out a survey for head of department staff to send in pupil achievements for the magazine. So if you did something great in the last 2 years, now is the perfect time to speak up about it. Alumni will also be submitting written pieces for the magazine, which will help create a real sense of community and accomplishment when we publish it. This half term, the writers will be writing pieces for the magazine, and after editing, I will then be requesting relevant illustration from artists next term. After the final formatting and editing process, the magazine should hopefully be published near the end of the school year to purchase. I'm incredibly excited to be working on this project. If you enjoy creative writing, article writing, or poetry, then this is your chance to get involved. If you feel inspired by any of these topics, you have until Friday, 18th of February to submit your piece. I feel this magazine will really symbolize the resilience we have shown as a school over the last few years, and how the pandemic and the increasingly modernized world has ingrained an ethos of thinking bigger amongst the Talbot Heath community. I've also been asked to show you briefly some of the past magazines that have been done, so you can see the level of professionalism that we are working towards. So the most recent one is The Time Traveller, and you can even see in the front that the contributors of the magazine have been included. So if you get involved with this one, then your photo might also be in the next magazine. And Inspire, which is about inspirational women, and 125 years of Talbot Heath as well. So thank you.
So thank you very much, Abby. And I think she's got a clear sense of focus and purpose. And those magazines always look wonderful. They're really high quality, something to keep. And if you're someone who might be interested in studying English at university or applying for a career in that sort of field, to actually add that to your portfolio. Similarly, if you're an artist and you think, I want to see my work in print, that's something then you've got to keep forever. You will be immortalized in print. So please get involved. You will see those posters up. Abby will be working with the subject leads and also with keen writers across the school and artists to come up with a really wonderful project at the end of the academic year. Now, in terms of notices, I have one congratulations, and this goes to Taggy Wagstaff. So here is Taggy, and she was competing in show jumping on the weekend, Beaufort, and she had 2 clear rounds, so 4 meters and 8 meters. Can we congratulate Taggy? Great effort, so well done. And I know I have been seeing some fantastic swimming results posted on Twitter. So hopefully those swimming results will come through to me. We also had some cross-country runners out at Bryanston last week. So any more sports results, sports staff, please send them in, and then we can share that and congratulate the pupils on Wednesday. Right, I'm going to hand over now to Reverend Burke to start our week with a prayer. Are you there, Jonathan? Is he? He's not. I've heard he's not. How come we've lost Reverend Burke? Oh dear. Well, I think perhaps two prayers on Wednesday. 2 prayers on Wednesday, Jonathan. Yes, Miss Marshall is nodding. All right. Well, hopefully we will locate him and let everybody know that he's all right. We haven't lost him, honestly. So wishing you all a very good week. Get thinking, get writing, be creative. Bye, everyone. Bye.